I know I'm over a week late, but here is my May 2019 favorites list. Yeah, the lighting in here is kind of wonky right now because we're at that magical part of the day where the sun is just so blinding through the window that you can't even see me if I have the blinds open. We just get the ethereal light, just the entire lens, so yeah, close those. There's still enough light in here, so I think it's good. But it's like 96 out, guys. It is way too damn hot today. So anyway, we're gonna just dive right in, and I am sipping my smoothie that's got fresh blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, cherries. I forget what else was in it. Orange juice and vanilla yogurt in there, and I feel like there was one more fruit. Pomegranates was the other one. One of these fruits has big ass seeds, so if I need to spit into my tissue, it's because I'm spitting out seeds, not that I'm being gross. But they're like impossible to chew. These seeds are so big, they're like as big as thorns, so I'm like, what the hell, what are those? But anyway, let's see here. Let me answer something real quick on my laptop. Okay, I've also got the list on here. So, let me just try to sip off of it. It's also got ice chunks in there that I keep having to dislodge from the straw by blowing into it, so. No seeds and no ice chunks, yay! So, first thing on the list for May that was a favorite is the Soft Lips Watermelon Skinny Stick. I haven't used a whole ton of it yet, but I've enjoyed it thoroughly every time that I have used it. And the only other lip balm that made the list is one that has gotten very heavy use, and actually I don't think I even gave it a very high review when I reviewed it, but I felt much more glowing towards it within a day. So this is the Chapstick Total Hydration with essential oils, the energy one with grapefruit and lime. This hasn't even been open a month, and can we just appreciate we are way down to there. That's almost half of it gone already, because it only goes to here on these, and it's currently to about here. So, just saying, I've quite enjoyed this one. Maybe time to open up one of the next ones soon for how quickly I'm just barreling through this baby. So, there's that. The next two items I forgot to grab before I started recording, so let me hit stop real quick and I'll go grab those. Okay, sorry about that. So the next thing on the list is the Gingham, I think I reviewed this one, the Gingham from Bath & Body Works Fine Fragrance Mist. Ooh, excuse me, I burped. This thing is so nice, and I was very tempted to buy more of their body care in this scent when I went back to the store today and was swapping stuff. But, there were so many other good things. I was like, I'm sure since this is like a signature scent now, they'll have it for a while, so I probably don't need to be in a rush. Whereas some of these other scents, I don't know how long they'll stick around, so I made better use of those. They're in my Bath & Body Works mini haul. I posted right before this one, if you want to go see that. But yeah, I'll go back for the other gingham scented stuff. I wanted to get the body lotion today, but alas, I did not. Same with the soap, but another day, that will be a thing. And then the other Bath & Body Works thing. This is actually an older scent, and I've used half of it, so I better hurry up and review the damn thing before it's gone. This is the Amazon Rainforest Orchid, which, weirdly, I had the pocket back of this, and it smelled completely different. But again, I still need to review it. But, the pocket back of it actually smelled exactly like whatever perfume my mom used to wear when I was little. This does not, though. Explain. I mean, I know sometimes between their body care items, even within the same scent, there is variances and they smell different. This is one huge example of that, because I went apeshit for the pocket back because it smelled like my mom's old perfume. And this just, it doesn't, it's like not even close. So I'm like, oh, that's disappointing. I think I like stockpiled on it too because of that, so once this one's gone, I mean, I may take my unopened ones and swap those a different day when I go back, since I know there are the limits. That's why I don't do them all in one go. I spread them out over time, but Anyway, so there was that. I think there's only like one more physical item to show, and then the other ones I'll just have to tell you about. So this one is technically 2, and I also need to go about and review these as well, but the Olay Daily Facials Wipes. Oh my god, guys. Like, I got a couple samples of this and just fell in love with them. Of this one, particularly first. This is the Daily Hydrating Clean one with grapeseed extract, and this one is the Deeply Purifying Clean Vitamin Complex one. I actually like this one better, personally. I believe there's actually one more variety of it. Well, actually, I think there's more than that, but they don't have them in the big packages like this. So I have to go look. But I know there's at least one more for sensitive skin that at some point I should probably try, but these two, they had them in the 66 packs. Yeah, that's such a weird number to fill these with. And there's supposed to be refills for the little holders for them, but I don't have, nor do I feel a need for the holders. These do just fine. I just keep them in the box. And actually what I do, I cut them in half, because I find half of one is more than enough to do the job. Even with a full face of makeup on, it takes it all off. I mean, these, I found, are actually like a really good, much more affordable thing to use in place of makeup wipes. But that's just me. So, I don't know. Like I said, I like the ones in the blue pack better, personally. I feel like I get a better clean from these, probably because they're exfoliating, and I always have dead skin that needs to be exfoliated on my face. Whereas these, they're good too. But it tends to feel like there's a layer of something left behind no matter how well I rinse afterwards. So, while, I mean, it's supposed to be a 5-in-1, it's a makeup remover, a cleanser, a toner, an exfoliator, and a hydrator. I do feel like it leaves a residue behind in the magenta pack, whereas the blue one, not so much. I feel like it's actually cleaner. These are not something that replaces actually washing your face, but I mean, in a pinch, you can totally use it for that. You can use it for just, you know, makeup removal, like I said, which is the main thing I use them for, but sometimes I use them for exfoliating too, even though I have better stuff for exfoliating. But these, I believe both of those packs individually were about $10 from Walmart for that size, and which from there I cut them in half, so 66 then becomes, what's 66 times 2? 60 times 2 is like 120, so add 12 to that, so like 132, I want to say, for like 10 a pop. That ain't bad, just saying. Next on the list, we have hit the food portion. And this is such a weirdly random and specific thing, but also vague at the same time, as well as specific. But shrimp. For years, I wouldn't touch shrimp, and even now I'm limited in what formats I will touch it. But, like the beer battered ones, like the fried ones, are actually really good. And I feel like I've been missing out most of my life for being stubborn and not wanting to try them. It's weird, because when I was a little kid, those little itty bitty shrimps that are only like maybe this big, like the size of your nail or something, they don't have tails or anything, just little pink ones. I used to love shrimp salad with like, just salad with those mixed in throughout. I thought it was like the greatest thing. Like every birthday I wanted that as part of my dinner every year, because I was a weird ass little kid. And then I guess I burned out, and then I never wanted to try like the big shrimps and the ones with the tails. For some reason, the thought that you can't eat the tails scared me, and I don't know why. Now that I've had them, I'm like, well, that was stupid of me. They're actually really good, and that's not that hard to eat. I mean, technically you could eat the tail, but I mean, it's gonna be crunchy and hard and gross, and why would you want to? My brother-in-law actually eats the tails and claims it's a good form of calcium. My uncle's wife also eats them, so I mean, they can be eaten. And most people just don't eat the tails, because ew. But the actual fish itself is actually pretty darn good, I found out. And I feel like I deprived myself for years of this thing that I could have been enjoying all this time that I didn't because I was scared. There have been quite a few foods like that. Like mushrooms were one that I would not touch until I was like at least 25, maybe older than that. Now I'm like, oh, they're actually really good. But I mean, obviously not wild ones. I would never ever trust wild ones because they could be poison. But like shiitake mushrooms, real good. So, shrimp made the list, and then the coffee nut M&Ms made the list, obviously, as well as the hazelnut spread M&Ms. And then that ends the food portion of this, and then we enter the media portion, which I have 2 more things on this list, and then we'll be done. So, first is the movie Bright Lights, Big City, which, hey, it's Michael J. Fox's birthday today anyway, so maybe it's appropriate that I went late with posting this video, because I get to talk about one of his movies on his birthday. It's weird because I've seen almost everything he's ever been in, but that was one of the few exceptions that I had never ever seen. And I finally tracked it down when it was on Hulu before they pulled it, so I made sure to watch it. I still need to buy the DVD one of these days now that I've seen it and saw it's actually good, which, I mean, everyone told me it was good. I don't know why I didn't just blind buy it now. When I have some spare spending cash, I definitely should do that, but it's real good. It's weird seeing him play a coke addict, but I mean, proves what a good actor he is. I mean, several people I talked to about it asked if he actually had a problem with that because he was so convincing. I was like, no, he never had a problem with that. He's just that twitchy and neurotic of a little dude to where he can play that easily. I mean, we've all seen that episode of Family Ties where he's, like, on uppers. It's a lot like that. Which is still one of the best episodes of that show, by the way. It was in the first season, like, very early into it. But, yeah, I maintain it's, like, one of the, if not the best episode, So that movie. And then, much more recently, because that movie's from the 80s. This is not a new movie. And then, the FX miniseries Fosse Verdon, which didn't just start, it actually just concluded, and now I feel like, what the hell do I do with my Tuesday nights now? I got so used to having that to look forward to, and I'm like, oh, now I have to remember what did I do on Tuesday nights before that started. I mean, it was this miniseries. I'll probably do a full-on review of it. I'm kind of fact-checking and nitpicking the hell out of it before I do, and I bet I'll still miss things, but, I was doing some of it as I watched it, and I'm realizing more as I'm rewatching it now because with it over, I'm rewatching because that's what I do, but, yeah, that's a thing, so, yeah, that, but anywho, it was really good. It's about the choreographer and director Bob Fosse and his really effed up marriage and relationship with Gwen Verdon, who was a really famous dancer, and Broadway star, actress, you name it, she was all these things and more. They had, like, the most dysfunctional, fucked up relationship ever. And to be fair, the show actually watered it down a lot. I mean, a lot. They whitewashed the shit out of it, and it's still more dysfunctional than most people would ever tolerate today, so I'm just like, this is no doubt why they had to tone it down. I mean, even, his more lecherous moments with the women he worked with, yeah, they had to tone that way down, because, in this post-Me Too movement world that we live in now, yeah, I don't think anyone would have ever found his character to be sympathetic if they had portrayed him how he actually was. I mean, you know, there's that. And I had a lot of things to nitpick with it, but at the same time, their casting was, like, really spot on looks-wise. And, I mean, even the chick they had cast as Liza Minnelli, for once, we got a Liza that was not a caricature. I was like, holy shit, thank you. Because they got an actual fan to play her. What do you know? It makes a million times difference. And yes, admittedly, that was a large part of why I watched it, was for that character, but she didn't have nearly as big a role as she should have for how much she was involved in the real Bob Fosse's life. But again, they whitewashed the shit out of this. But that's okay. That's okay, I get, for TV, especially for a mini-series. They had to really cut down on what was included, because otherwise this would have gone on for probably at least a year to include all the things, but what can you do, right? No, I still enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm enjoying rewatching it. So there's that. I'm hoping they do like a DVD release or something, because I'd like to own a physical copy of it, because I know that once it falls off the FX app, I'm like, well, where am I gonna rewatch it now? I don't want it to just be gone into the ether forever. I want to be able to rewatch it. It was actually pretty good, so there's that. But yeah, that was the last thing on my list of May favorites, so that was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things, so not as long a list as a lot of these have been, but longer than some of them have been too, so not too bad. But anyways, you guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already, you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. What have been some of your favorite things of the last month? Anything we have in common from my list? Probably not, but I mean, maybe. Let me know, as well as anything else you feel like leaving me down below in the comments. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below, and if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. So, anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.